Leader of the Islamic Revolution, Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, says the Iranian nation's resistance and steady move forward since the victory of the Islamic Revolution have been key contributors to the Islamic establishment's dignity. Addressing a host of Air Force commanders and personnel on Friday, Ayatollah Khamenei underlined the massive turnout on February 11th. Rallies to mark the anniversary of the Islamic Revolution victory will symbolize Iran's might and national will. In the meeting, which came on the same day 29 years ago, when Air Force personnel swore allegiance to the late Imam Khomeini, the leader reiterated that the rallies are a completely popular event where Iranians will take to the streets in droves and once more show to the whole world their determination and affinity with the Islamic Revolution. Elsewhere in the remarks, the leader described the upcoming parliamentary election as the most sensitive and determining event, adding arrogant powers hostile but futile efforts to create voter apathy show how important elections are. Ayatollah Khamenei then turned to the issue of Palestine and underlined the Israeli blockade of the Gaza Strip and the killing of its residents are the fallout from wrong U.S. policies on the Middle East and the unfortunate autumn conference in Annapolis, adding it is up to all Islamic states to help break the siege. Ayatollah Khamenei also praised Palestinians' resistance and urged them to watch out for enemy plots aimed at driving a wedge between the Palestinian nation and government. Concurrent with the 10-day dawn festivities, over 340 healthcare projects were inaugurated across Iran on Friday. Several other development, telecommunications, production, educational, and service projects also came on stream in a number of provinces. One of the plans inaugurated today is a factory in the northeastern Iranian city of Neyshabur, which produces plastic fuel tanks, breaking the U.S. monopoly on the product. Speaking at a ceremony where all the projects simultaneously came online, President Mahmoud Ahmadinejad highlighted the anniversary of the Islamic Revolution's victory, which is just around the corner, and expressed hope this year's rallies mark the event will be another step towards raising the Iranian nation's status in the world. Iran and Russia share the same interests and concerns when it comes to regional and international issues. That, according to Iranian ambassador to Russia, Ghulam Reza Ansari, who told IRB on Friday about the commonalities Tehran and Moscow enjoy on different political, economic, and security fronts, as well as concerns in areas such as narco trafficking, terrorism, and acts of extremism carried out in Iraq and Afghanistan. Ansari then expressed delight over a 100% increase in Tehran-Moscow trade in 2007, stressing Iran and Russia have the potential to boost cooperation in all economic fields, particularly oil, gas, and energy. You're with JNN. Lebanese Parliament Speaker Nabi Berri is warning about the hazardous situation in Lebanon, saying escalation of tension in the country is to the benefit of no one. Nabi Berri then referred to the TV roundtable where Hezbollah Secretary General Said Hassan Nasrallah and leader of Lebanon's Free Patriotic Movement, Michel Aoun, met and talked, saying the move was in line with Lebanon's national unity. He also stressed the opposition groups in Lebanon are committed to the work plan offered on January the 5th, 2008 by the Arab League to settle the political crisis in Lebanon, especially the appointment of Army Commander General Michel Suleiman as president of the country. Germany has once again rejected the request by the U.S. and Britain to send forces to the volatile regions in Afghanistan. German Chancellor Angela Merkel has made the remark, adding it's highly difficult for Berlin to redeploy its troops from the relatively calm regions in northern Afghanistan to the volatile south. This comes as the U.S. and British foreign ministers visited Kabul Thursday and called on the NATO members to dispatch more troops to southern Afghanistan, where efforts to restore security have failed. U.S. Defense Secretary Robert Gates, too, has told the NATO defense ministers that it's hard to force NATO members to send more troopers to Afghanistan and that the non-NATO states are also needed to help solve the problem. Russian President Vladimir Putin has criticized the United States and NATO for military expansion towards Russia's borders and failing to respond to Moscow's security concerns, referring to U.S. plans to deploy missile defense sites in Poland and the Czech Republic, as well as new military bases in Romania and Bulgaria. Putin said Washington is stonewalling Russia over its concerns about the new military sites. Putin then underlined Russia would respond to the new threats to its security by modernizing its military and developing new weapons. A suburban city council meeting was transformed into a scene of carnage Thursday when an enraged gunman burst in and shot 7 people, 5 fatally. Police said the injured are a civilian and a city employee, one of them critically wounded. Elsewhere in the United States Thursday, a gunman opened fire at an Ohio school, wounding his estranged wife in front of her students before fleeing the school and later killing himself during a 3-hour standoff. And as if the 2 incidents were not disastrous enough, in Los Angeles also, 5 people, including an elite Los Angeles SWAT team police officer, were shot dead during a bloody 10-hour siege at a private residence. In that incident, a man killed 3 family members and later fatally shot the police officer before dying in an exchange of fire with police.
Until such time as Mr. Barnes signs somebody else and continue with
Check on the weather forecast. The capital Tehran is having partly cloudless skies coupled with gentle winds on Friday, and the temperature in the capital will drop to 30 degrees Fahrenheit in the coolest hours tonight. Nationwide weather report is coming up next. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed our news. Goodbye, and have a very good time.